Good morning, everyone. So today we will be talking about markup. Okay, and markup helps us in setting a selling price. So you've probably been thinking, bakit nga ba pag kumakain tayo sa labas, mas mahal pa yung binabayaran natin kaysa sa kung sakaling tayo ang maggagawa at magluluto ng pagkain sa bahay. 'Di ba? So kung halimbawa bibili ka ng coffee sa labas, no? Iba po yung presyo niya sa kung halimbawa ikaw ang magpe-prepare ng coffee mo at home. O kaya halimbawa bumili ka ng spaghetti sa isang restaurant, no? Lalabas na mas mahal siya kaysa sa bumili ka na lamang ng panggawa ng spaghetti at ikaw ang magagawa sa bahay. So that one is because your money pays not only for your product that you bought, but also everything else that comes with it. No po, so pwedeng yung electricity, nung place na pinuntahan mo, pwedeng yung delivery fee na kinakailangan nila para makarating sa kanila yung mga ingredients nila, pwedeng yung taxes, pwedeng yung lease, bayad sa pwesto nila, and marami pang iba. Syempre may employees din sila, 'di ba? So, doon po papasok yung tinatawag natin na markup. And the markup is composed of your profit and also the part of your money that will be used in paying all of these extra expenses. So, during the lesson, we will be able to differentiate mark on, markup, and markdown. Second one, we will obtain the markup given the price of a product. The third one, differentiate markup from margins. And the fourth one is to describe how gross margins is used in sales. Okay, so for today, we will focus with the first objective and also yung markup rates na tinatawag natin. So here are the items that we want to answer. No, so this is our goal to be answered for the whole lesson. So you can find this on page 101 of your books. So today we will specifically be able to answer numbers 2 and 3. So for the definition of terms, we have what we call the mark-on. So we will rarely use the term mark-on. Bakit? Because we will be using the term cost. It refers to the original price of a product when it is manufactured or bought by a business. The second term is markdown. It refers to the amount of money that a business deducts from the selling price of an item. So this one is also known as the discount. So we will use the terms cost and discount more often. Then we also have what we call the markup. No, so ito yung amount of money that businesses add to the cost, and it covers not only the profit but also the initial expenses, no? So kapag yung markup natin, idinagdag natin dun sa cost, yan na yung ating magiging selling price, no? So the selling price is the price at which the item is usually sold, also known as the list price. So the general rule for computing the selling price, no, the selling price is equal to the cost plus the markup. No, so if you're given is the selling price and the cost, all you have to do is to subtract the two so that you can have the markup. So for number 1, okay, so a pen bought at 10 pesos and sold for 25 pesos. No po, so ang clue natin dyan, no, yung sold for, okay, so that one will be the selling price. So, lagay lang muna natin ang given. The given will be yung ating cost, which is equal to 10 pesos. Sandali, ilagay ko na yung formula natin. So, selling price equals cost plus markup Okay? So, ang selling price daw po is 25 pesos and the cost is 10 pesos plus an unknown number of unknown markup. Okay? So, for us to compute for the markup, just subtract, okay, 25 minus 10. Therefore, the markup will be equal to 15. Okay? Ayan. So, this will be the markup. Next, for number 2. So, we have here a 175 peso worth per sold at 299 pesos a piece. Okay? So, we already know that 299 is your selling price. Okay? So, 299 equals our cost is 175. Then, we are to find the markup. So, just subtract the 299 minus 175 equals the markup. Therefore, markup will be equal to 124 pesos. No po? So, pesos po yan. Markup. Okay? So, for the last one, a signed CD worth 600 pesos being sold at 2,500 pesos. No? So, selling price is 2,500 equals the cost is 600 plus the markup. Okay? So, subtracting the 2,500 minus 600 is equal to our markup. Okay, which is equal to 1,900 pesos. Okay? So, ganyan lang kadali maghanap ng markup kung ang given ay selling price and cost. Now, we will be encountering in our future discussions 2 types of rates. Okay? So, yung rates po natin, one will have the cost as the base and another one will have the selling price as the base. And yun yung pag-uusapan natin na kasunod. So, now we will discuss about the markup rate based on cost and the markup rate based on selling price. No po? So, from the word itself, ang ating magiging base for the first type of markup will be the cost. And the base for the second type of markup will be for the price. No po? So, magiging tatluhan. No, markup rate cost, and markup rate selling price. Okay? So, in one situation, pwede nating makuha tong dalawang rates na ito. So, para saan nga ba tong dalawang rates? Okay. So, let us have the first type. Markup rate based on cost. This method expresses the markup rate using cost as the base. Now, many companies use this technique internally because most accounting is based on cost information. The result, known as the markup on cost percentage, or simply we call it as the markup, okay, allows a reseller to convert easily from a product's cost to its regular unit selling price. No, so for our formula, the rate of markup or markup rate based on cost will be equal to the markup divided by the cost. No po, so parang percentage base and rate ulit yan. And the rate is equal to the percentage divided by the base. Our percentage is the markup, the base is the cost. Okay? So, bakit sinabi na easy? Convert easily from a product's cost to its regular unit. This rate kasi will be used and will be multiplied to the cost to get the markup and added the result to the cost para makuha mo yung selling price. No? So, mas maintindihan natin yun pag nagsosolve na tayo ng selling price given the markup rate based on cost. Okay? Ayan. So, the markup rate based on selling price naman, this method expresses the markup rate using the regular selling price as the base. Now, many other companies use this method. Bakit? Because it gives us a quick understanding of the portion of the selling price that remains after the cost of the product has been recovered. No po? So, halimbawa, kung meron ka mang percent na ibinigay na ito pala ay based on selling price, halimbawa, 75% markup based on selling price. No? So, ibig sabihin, 75% na yung matitira sa iyong selling price kung naibawas mo na yung iyong cost. Okay? So, doon ka na rin kukuha ng pangbayad mo sa expenses and part ng itatago mo na as your profit. Okay? Ayan. So, this percentage represents the list profits before the deduction of expenses, no? And therefore is also referred as the list profit margin or the gross margin. No po? So, in other documents, no, kung magsa-search po kayo sa internet, no, this one will, you will see examples wherein nakatotal na, no? Total na yung lahat, then saka lang kukuhanan ng ratio. Okay, but let's say kung single lang naman na ano, halimbawa products. Okay, so we can compute the markup rate based on selling price, and we can also refer to it as our gross margin. Okay, so for our formula, markup rate based on selling price is equal to the markup divided by the selling price, wherein the selling price is our base. So let us have a few examples. So for our first example, ABC Incorporated buys travel mugs for $45.75 and sells them for $73.20. Find the rate of markup based on cost and the rate of markup based on selling price. Okay, so for the first step, syempre kailangan alam natin ang markup. Okay, so to get the markup, all we have to do is to subtract the two. So, saan galing ulit yon? Selling price is equal to cost plus markup. Okay, so the selling price is $73.20. And the cost is 45.75, no? So, all we have to do is to subtract the two to get the markup. Okay? So, 10, 5 siya. 5. Ito, ulitin natin, markup. Okay, so 10, 5, 1, 11, 4. Okay? Then, this will become 2. 72 at 45, so 12, 7. Okay, then this will become 6 and 4, so 2. So 27.45 in pesos din to. Okay. So let us compute for the markup based on cost. So take note natin tong 27.45 as our markup, ha. So, for the first part, since we want to solve for the rate of markup based on cost, so RC ang ating representation dyan, no? So, RC is equal to the markup over the cost. Substituting our numbers, our markup is 27.45 and divided our numbers with the cost is 45.75. Ayan. Okay? So, we can calculate this given. So, kung i-calculator natin to, we will arrive with, yan. So, this one will be 0.6, or if we convert this to a percent form, just move 2 places to the right or multiply by 100%. So you will have 60%. Okay? So the rate of markup based on cost is 60%. Now, let us proceed with the next one. We have B, the rate of markup based on selling price. So, the formula, markup divided by the selling price, diba? Okay, so substituting our values, we have 27.45 divided by our selling price is 73.20. Okay, so calculating our answer, we will have 0.375 or 378, 375, ayan. Okay, then moving the decimal point 2 places to the right, our answer will be 37.5%. Okay, so if you're asked what will be our gross margin, this will also be your answer, no? So, gross margin. Okay? Ayan. So, next. Another example. Situation 2. A local chocolate costs 4 pesos and sells for 10 pesos. Find the rate of markup based on cost and the rate of markup based on selling price. Okay, so again, for us to get the markup, selling price is equal to cost plus markup. Okay, your selling price is 10 pesos, your cost is 4 pesos, and the markup is missing na po. So, 10 minus 4 lang po siya. 10 minus 4 is the markup. So, our markup will be 6 pesos. Okay, take note of that, 6 pesos. Next, so we will be computing for the rate of markup based on cost. So, madali lang tandaan yung formula niya. Markup over cost. Okay? So, our markup is 6 pesos, no, yung kinompute natin kanina. Then, our cost, no, is 4 pesos. Okay? Dividing the two, we will have, ayan, so we will have 1.5 or multiplying 1.5 by 100, no, we will have 150. Don't forget the percent sign. So, 150%. Next. So, for the rate of markup based on selling price naman. So, rate based on selling price. So, markup over the selling price. Okay? So, our markup is 6. Our selling price is, yan, sells for 10 pesos. So, 10. Dividing the 2, we will have 0.6 or, kagaya ng kanina, no? So, 60%. Ayan. Okay? Ayan. So, this is our solution din kanina. So, again, for your sit work, ayan, kindly answer numbers 2 and 3. Okay? So, for the next video, our goal to answer will be numbers 1 and 8, which tells us or which discusses about the selling price. Okay? Given the markup rate based on cost. Okay?